Hello, welcome to Spotlight on Souris. Today is June 10th, 2019, and my name is Laura Higgs, and I'm here with Jackie Kirkup, the president of the Hillcrest Museum. Welcome, Jackie.
Hi, Laura. Thanks for having me here today.
Oh, yes, thank you for coming in. Now, tell us about the museum and when it will be open.
So the museum is going to be open starting on Monday, June the 24th. We will be open daily from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. And we will run until the Labor Day weekend. So we'll close on Monday, September 2nd, I believe. So
Wow, okay.
we're looking forward to getting going this
So
summer.
you said June 24th?
Yes, June
Okay.
24th.
Okay. Did you have some private tours before then
We
scheduled?
have actually. We've been doing some school tours this summer.
Great.
And we've had approximately 13 tours booked. So
Wow.
schools coming from all over the province and a few into Saskatchewan this year. So it's certainly nice to have the students come
Right.
and take part in what Souris has to offer.
Yeah, it's an incredible part of our history, so that's great to have.
It sure is.
But for open to the public, June 24th.
Yes,
So tell
that's
me,
correct.
what does your staff look like this year?
We are very fortunate to have two full-time staff working for us this summer, and we're just grateful that we're able to get a government grant to be able to hire students,
Perfect.
which is huge for us.
And great for them. They need summer work.
Absolutely,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
full-time.
You bet, you bet. We rely, of course, on fundraising and that sort of thing for operating the museum, but it's certainly awesome to get a government grant to help with wages for the students.
Absolutely. So, and the staff there don't just sit at a desk inside the door, do they?
Absolutely not.
That's one thing I wanted to review with you, because I've been there before, and you have two staff, and they're usually well-versed at a tour through the museum, right? They know
Absolutely they
a fair
are.
amount of history and
Yes.
stuff, but they do other chores there too, don't
Oh,
they?
they do. So our museum students are, when you come to the museum, they will ask you if you'd like a guided tour, or if you prefer to tour the museum on your own. But they also sort of mingle with you as you are touring and are available to answer any questions you may have. Most often, people take the guided tour. You're just going to learn so much more about the museum and
Sure.
other interesting facts about each room as you go through. The students also have been trained in accession record recording, so that is something that they're doing in their spare time when they have some. And so what we're trying to do is put all of the artifacts at the museum onto a computer record. So that is a slow-going and timely process, and they sort of fit that in between doing tours. But they also look after the dusting, any cleaning, cutting the grass, any general maintenance. So they do have a lot of jobs to do, but their main focus is to look after the people that come through the door and to provide them with good customer service.
Right,
So
great.
yeah.
Well, that's a busy bunch then.
they are a busy bunch.
They're there just until they go right back to school.
Absolutely,
For
yes.
goodness sakes, so
Yeah.
they're very, very busy. Okay, so how much does it cost to get into the
So
museum?
for adults and seniors, it does cost $5 to enter the museum, and for students, it's $3. And if you have a family, so say two adults, like a mom, dad kind of situation, and up to 3 kids, it will be $15 for you to tour the museum. So, and that's a daily admission. So, maybe you come first thing in the morning, have a quick tour, and want to come back before we close, you can come back again and use that same admission for
that's
the
great.
same day. So
That's great.
trying to make it reasonable for families to be able to afford to come and have a look through the museum.
But you can get a membership as well,
That
can
is
you not?
correct, yeah. So we
Okay.
have a couple of different types of memberships. We have a yearly membership that anyone can buy for $10, and that gives you unlimited access to the museum for tours. And we also have a lifetime membership, which is $100. And of course, that will give you lifetime access to the museum at any
Right.
time for tours. And you can bring, a few guests with you to do that. So, yeah, we're encouraging people to buy those memberships because you can come as often as you want if you
Right.
have family or friends visiting.
Right, just very handy because there's so much history upstairs in some of those books, some of the articles that are there. So what other things can we view at the museum?
So the museum is set up very similar to how the house would have been set up back in 1910. So We have a kitchen, we have a smoking room, we have a parlor room, we have bedrooms that would have been set up very
In a
similar
time period
in
things.
a time period. Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Mhm.
We also have a $5,000, I wanted to say, but 5,000 butterflies in a museum, in a collection upstairs in the
Right,
museum that was
right.
donated by the Yance family to the museum. So
Right.
it's amazing, and it's so incredible to see all the different kinds of butterflies. So that does take some time to look through them. And we have a very large history room that is full of pictures, newspaper articles, and community history books. That again is, if you're interested in looking for, family tree type things, or if you remember something that happened in 1975 but didn't know the specifics, chances are we would have that information up there in
Right.
that room. And we often have people up there for hours and hours on end just combing through the information. So yeah, it's something to see, that's for sure.
Yeah, so much to see there. So I've heard that you've just completed another major project.
We did, yes.
Okay, by
So,
replacing.
yes, the east balconies at the museum. So 2 years ago, we restored the front balcony at the museum, and over this winter, we restored the 2 balconies on the east side. So we have a lower level entrance, and then we have a second floor entrance onto this balcony, and the view of the river is spectacular.
Right.
And we are so excited. They have been unsafe for many, many years and have
blocked right off.
And blocked
Yeah.
right off, you're right. So, yeah, just beautiful. The outside main floor balcony can be accessed from outside. We have a wonderful set of steps leading up to that, and of course from the inside. So I can see that a few people will take some time just to sit out there and take in the view and take some beautiful pictures, but we're happy to have that project completed.
Second floor balcony, does it have a banister around it?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Both balconies do have banisters
Okay.
around them. So,
Okay.
yeah, completely safe and accessible. So
People are going to be out there looking at the view, because it is a gorgeous view.
I believe so.
To admit, on the right
yes.
day, the reflection off the water and seeing
Yeah.
all the trees and
Yeah,
everything and the
beautiful.
foliage.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So what fundraising events do you have coming up that people should know about?
Yeah, so I just wanted to make mention here that we have our 45th annual Souris Hobbycraft coming up on Saturday,
Right.
November the 16th, which will be held here right in Souris at the Souris and Glenwood Community Hall.
The 45th?
The 45th. We did take over this fundraising event from the Souris Figure Skating Club a few years ago. This would be our 4th year in running it. So we just sort of have carried on with the dates about how long it's been running.
Wow.
So it's pretty remarkable that it's been in this community for 45 years.
And it's big every year.
It is big every
and
year.
well attended.
Yes, we are been very pleased with the response of vendors and the crowd that comes out to this event, and it is our biggest fundraiser of the year. So you can start watching social media, newspapers, and posters around the community with more information about the event.
Okay. Is it full?
The vendors' tables are all sold out, which
Good.
I'm very pleased about. That is my personal project, so I'm happy to
Keep that
to
topped
say
up.
that the vendors are full, and I feel that we have a really great variety from, baking, jewelry, sewing, knitting, crocheting, just lots of different crafts and home-based businesses. So yeah, it's really a nice variety, I feel, and yeah, excited to get going with some advertising on that.
And what date is that?
It's Saturday, November the 16th,
November
and
the
it's held
16th.
from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Good. Good. So November, hopefully the weather will still be better, and then the museum has wound down,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then you've got your whole team can focus on
Yes.
that event for the
You
fall.
bet, yes. It does take lots of manpower to pull that off.
It does. And you
So-
guys don't just, okay, November, we're done, let's sit around till June. I know that does not happen. You have a committee of very committed people
Yes.
who meet regularly. Is
Yes,
that
we
not
do.
right?
Yes, our meetings, we hold a meeting once a month. We usually take the summer off, which is kind of hard to believe, but because that is our busier time. But the board does take the 2 months of meetings off in the summer, and we do rely on our students to run the museum, and then we reconvene again in September and get going, organizing our upcoming projects.
Yeah, but that's only time off from time together. Your mind is still going, all of you folks are still thinking of new things and new projects and the next step for the museum.
Oh,
I know that for
absolutely. It
sure.
doesn't mean we are off,
No.
because there's lots of interaction with, board members. They everyone sort of has their little jobs that they take care of throughout the summer, and they're popping in and out and doing different things throughout. So we work very well together, and it seems to go pretty smooth.
That's great. That's great. Now, how can people find out about the hours and events at the museum?
We have been working hard at taking more of a social media presence this year.
Oh, good. Because people like that.
Yeah,
that is the big thing.
Yeah, we are just on Facebook and Instagram, just under Hillcrest Museum, so pretty easy to find. We do have a web page set up as well, and it's sourishillcrestmuseum@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can always contact myself if you wish, and I will gladly give you my phone number. It's 720-4562, so you can call or text me if you have any questions.
Sure, or anybody else on the
Yeah,
on your committee?
absolutely. Yeah, you bet.
That's great. Wow, it's going to be a busy year again for you guys, Jackie.
Yes, I believe it will be. Last summer, we had just over 2,500 people through the museum, so
Great.
we anticipate with good weather that we will have a similar amount.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck for the season, Jackie.
Thank you, Laura. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Spotlight on Souris is brought to you by volunteers of WCG TV Access Channel 12 right here in Souris, Manitoba. I'd like to thank Sheila Kirkup, who's our producer, Gail Neufeld, who's the cameraman today. My name is Laura Higgs. Thank you so much and have a great day.